Welcome into the live desk. My name is Janae Hancock. We have a fun story to share with you all. I'm sure you see it here on your screen, and I'm sure you all know that the rapper Drake was in town this past weekend alongside J. Cole, and they actually had two concerts here in the Kansas City area. And during one of their concerts, Drake handed out $20,000 to two diehard fans who are expecting their very first child this upcoming August. So with that being said, I do want to turn things over to BB and Jaime. Thank you so much for joining me here at the live desk, guys. I mean, before we jump into everything, how are you feeling right now in this moment?
I mean, we're
I'm
still in
still
shock.
shocked. Yeah.
It feels like a dream.
Yeah, it does not feel real.
I'm sure you are. So walk us through exactly what happened, because I think we're all just kind of in disbelief just reading that headline there. Drake gifted you guys $20,000 for your firstborn. Tell us a little bit more about how that all came about.
So kind of last minute we decided to go to the Sunday show. We wanted to go Saturday. It just didn't work out, unfortunately. So then we were just like, okay, well, we're not missing Drake. Like that was not an
Not an
option.
option.
Yeah, not an option. Like we're not missing Drake. And so then we went Sunday, got last minute tickets because we just kept waiting for the prices to go down. And thankfully they did. And so then we got floor seats. And while we were there, my fiance BB, she got the idea of like, well, I'm just gonna go to this other side because it seems less busy. And so she went over there, and we ended up getting like second row basically.
So he came out on I knew he was going to come out on a separate stage. And so I was thinking, I was like, okay, well, maybe the logic behind it was everybody will run to that stage when he comes out, and then we'll be able to get close to the main stage. And it worked out perfectly. Like it couldn't have worked out any better.
I love that. And you guys we're going to talk about your reaction here in a bit. I have a lot of comments coming in of people just telling you congratulations to start off. But tell me a little bit more about why you all made the sign, what was on the sign, and why you all chose to make it.
Yeah, so we actually in February 2nd or February 3rd, we had an appointment with a doctor, because we didn't think we could even have kids. We didn't know if it was me or if it was her. And so then we found out like it was like December 28th or something like that. So it was just like a huge blessing. And of course, we've been seeing the videos of Drake, finding people in the crowd and giving them money. And so we were just like, man, this would be crazy. This would alleviate a lot of stress that we have had. And so it was kind of like a home run. It was like a Hail Mary. You never think that it's gonna be you. We did it just in hopes and prayers that maybe he will pick us.
And when we did it, we were like, we're probably wasting our time.
Yeah.
This is gonna go nowhere. He's not gonna see us. Like out of everybody, he's not gonna notice us, but let's just go for it.
And I want to touch on something that you just touched on, Jaime, the fact that you guys didn't even know you could have kids, and then to have this blessing that you're now expecting in August, and then to add another blessing on top of that. How do you all plan to use that $20,000?
So we had a plan of we had some debt that we had accrued, and our goal was to have the debt paid off in time for the baby when she got here in August. Because we just knew that adding a baby and bringing a baby into debt is just going to be a lot of more stress that we wanted. So we obviously look, we're going to take the money and we're literally going to put it all towards debt.
Mhm.
We're not, we're not going.
We're
on
not
vacation.
even going to touch it.
Yeah,
We're not
gonna
even
touch
really
it.
going to look at it.
Yeah.
We want stress off of our shoulders.
Yeah. And like you said, like the fact that we didn't even know we could have a kid, and to now not only like is she a blessing, but like she also blessed us, it helped us financially. It's like she knew like that her parents were stressed, and it's just a gift from God, and it's just insane. I mean, like from not knowing if we could have kids to getting
Blessing on
pregnant,
blessing.
blessings on blessings. It's nuts.
I think that this is so cool. I'm going to show that video once again because I think you guys were in the right place at the right time. I know you guys expected to go on Saturday, but it just didn't work out. So to go on Sunday and to be right there in front of Drake and to be surrounded by fans who were really trying to grab his attention for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it really just kind of worked out again, the right time, the right place at the right time. But you guys
Yeah.
also plan to honor the rapper through your daughter. Tell us a little bit more about that and what you plan to do.
So we, my fiance, she came up with the name June. And then we have been we really didn't know what her middle name was going to be. We decided on Rose because Rose was the flower for the month of June. Her mom's and my mom's favorite flower is the rose, and so we are like, oh, that makes sense. June Rose Jimenez, that's perfect. But after everything that happened, Sunday night, it's just like it seems extremely fitting and just a overall better story to tell our daughter when she asks us when she's older, like, how did you come up with my name, or what was the reasoning behind Aubrey as my middle name? And we can just show her the videos, we can show her this interview, we can show her everything, and just be like, that's why we chose Aubrey, and this is crazy, and you're our little angel sent from above. So it's wild, and so that's why we decided to do that.
I love this. I love this story just in general. And you guys are actually diehard Drake fans. So
Yeah,
before we get
absolutely.
to, I want you guys to kind of think about it before we get to your favorite songs by Drake and what you were really looking forward to him hearing from him on Sunday. I want you guys to touch on what message would you send to Drake if he were to ever see this live stream or ever to see the video. What would you say to him?
I'll let her go first.
That that's really tough. It's like as soon as the blessing came about, I was like, I'm sure you can tell the video, I was shocked. Like I was crying. I was like, there's no way that this is happening, especially from our favorite artist. So I think I would really stress to him that we've been fans for years. Like my sister and I used to watch him on Degrassi. We've always been big Drake fans. And that he doesn't really know how much that we appreciate this. Like it was really the overall interaction also, since we are, such big fans. The money helps so much, you know, helps really relieve a lot of stress off of our shoulders, helps with our daughter. We're able to focus on her when she's here, not have to worry about financial things. And really that it's just crazy how much he blessed us and that we're so appreciative of it.
Yeah. And then I'd say for me, I kind of touched on it on my video that like the money, like that's awesome, that's great, but it's like she said, he's been my favorite artist. I mean, for the longest. Like I am a diehard Drake fan, and so to me, just having that interaction with him, looking him in his eyes, and I straight
Mm-hmm.
up told him, "I love you, bro." I told him I love you when I looked at him. I don't know if he saw it or not, and I stand by that. Like I am the biggest Drake fan. I love Drake, and to me, the interaction and the fact that I get to take that to the grave with me, that I can be hopefully 80, 90 years old telling my grandkids this story, like that to me is the coolest part of it. Like she said, the money is great, but just the fact that I have this piece of um, I don't know, this piece of history with me in my heart, that I got to witness it all. I didn't even take my phone out and take videos during the
I
concert
didn't either.
because I was just enjoying the moment. And so I would just say to Drake, thank you so much, man. I love you, and hopefully
Even
we can link up sometime.
I mean, even besides like the blessing that occurred, the show overall
Was
was
incredible.
it was the best concert I've been to in my entire life.
Yeah.
And like even that night, I was like, I think I have post concert depression. Like I want to go back. I want to do this every single night. Like it was just so much fun. It was quite the experience.
And I don't think you're the only one. I heard it was a pretty great show.
It
So,
really was. It was amazing.
and I know you touched on it just a little bit, the fact that Drake has done this so many times throughout his tour,
Yeah.
giving back to his fans. And actually, on Saturday, he actually promised to pay off $160,000 mortgage of a Casey's fan who lost their mother. So there's just a lot
Incredible.
going on. He blessed a lot of people in
Yeah.
the Kansas City area over the weekend. Now, as promised, I asked you guys to think about your favorite Drake song before we log off of our live stream. And I want you guys to touch on that. What is your favorite Drake song? Both of you guys.
So for the longest, my favorite has been Hold On, We're Going Home. It's just always been one of my favorite songs. There's many more, but I think that's the main one I always resort back to.
And then for me, it's always been Marvin's Room. or Hell Yeah, effing right, or HYFR. We're live, so I don't want to say the word, but both of those have been my favorite. Something about it gets me going,
You
and
actually sang it into his eyes.
and yeah,
So
what's crazy is HYFR when he was singing it, um, literally he was looking right at me, and I sang that the verse to him like word for word, bar for bar. So that to me was also just a crazy experience. That one of my favorite songs, I got a chance to sing the verse with him. So like that was pretty crazy.
And I can imagine the next time you guys hear those songs, it'll feel a lot different. And they both kind of relate
oh my
back to how you're feeling in this moment and what you are going to endure in the next few months once your daughter arrives. So, again, congratulations to both of you guys. Definitely come back to our Facebook page and look at those comments because you're getting a lot of people saying congratulations and how happy they are for both of you. So, again, congratulations on your daughter. You'll have to keep us posted, maybe send in some photos of the daughter
absolutely.
that's now named after Drake in a way. So thank you so much for joining me here at the live desk. I am going to leave our viewers with one last look at that video of Drake gifting these two fans $20,000 as they look ahead to the arrival of their baby girl in August.